There are over 50 characters that have made only one appearance in SML, and today we're gonna talk about all of them, starting with Brooklyn Guy Jr., who is a one-time character that appeared in SML movie The Call of Duty Blackout. And yes, he's actually Brooklyn Guy's real son. In this episode, Brooklyn Guy Jr. kept bothering Brooklyn Guy while he was trying to work. In fact, he was so annoying in this video that he ended up getting shot by Black Yoshi, because Brooklyn Guy Jr. wanted Black Yoshi's Call of Duty, and we all know Black Yoshi doesn't mess around with that.
Yeah, give it to me! I need it now!
Well, Black Yoshi,
Bo, you are not gonna get my Call of Duty.
Black Yoshi,
Nah, Bo, you ain't taking my Call of Duty today.
Oh my god.
you killed him, Black Yoshi.
And for killing him, Brooklyn Guy takes that as payment for fixing their power outage. Honestly, I wouldn't expect anything less from Brooklyn Guy. But what happened to Katie, whose one appearance was in SML movie Cody's sister? In this video, she came down all the way from Wisconsin to visit Cody. She is very similar to Cody in appearance, has medical disorders, and also dates a doll. Seriously, what is up with people in Cody's family dating dolls? It's never really explained what happens to Cody's sister though, but if I had to guess, I would say that she went back to Wisconsin and has never came back to Pensacola again. These next three characters are Jeffy Jr. 1, Pusshole 1, and Pusshole 2, which are all one-time characters that appeared in SML movie Jeffy's Kids, where all three of them are kids between Jeffy and his Cheerio box. Now, Jeffy Jr. looked a little bit more like Jeffy, with a helmet and a pencil in his nose. However, he was abused by Jeffy, and presumably died when Jeffy flushed him down the toilet. But Pusshole 1 and 2 looked more like their mom, the Cheerio box. And later in this video, they were killed by Junior because he just thought they were normal cereal boxes. Next is Makes Bad Decisions Guy and Tim. They were both one-time characters that appeared in SML movie Jeffy's Foster Home, where Makes Bad Decisions Guy is Brooklyn Guy's brother, who is similar to Does Bad Things Guy, but just a little less evil. And Tim is Makes Bad Decisions Guy's best friend. He showed up and brought dinner for Jeffy and also scared him out of the house when Jeffy was trying to escape.
Just a few more steps.
But what about Bunghole, whose one appearance was in SML movie Jeffy's Imaginary Friend? At the beginning of this video, Jeffy didn't have a partner for his Play-Doh project. So he went home and Mario told him to make his own friend, which Jeffy took a little too literally. Thus, Bunghole was born. And throughout this video, Bunghole starts as a normal, wholesome imaginary friend. But as time goes on, he becomes evil and makes Jeffy do things such as throwing his green beans and trying to kill his teacher with a chair. This all gets resolved at the end of the video though, when Brooklyn Guy gets his imaginary friend, Booger, to kill Jeffy's imaginary friend with imaginary bullets. But we don't see any of this because it's imaginary. Yeah, this is kind of confusing. Let's move on to the next one-time character, Jeffica, who appeared in SML movie Jeffy's Daughter. And Jeffica is literally Jeffy's daughter and sister. She was created when Brooklyn Guy accidentally used Jeffy's Baja Blast donation instead of Marvin's, accidentally impregnating Rose in the process. And then they literally ended up having a kid together, which is really messed up. And so Marvin decides to get rid of her by hiring Mr. Hawk to grab her and take her away.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hawk, for taking that baby. Yes, I'll Apple Pay you right now.
The next characters are Jeffo and Kodo, who appeared in SML movie Robot Jeffy, where Jeffo is a robot replica of Jeffy created by Kodo, who Cody created to be his robot replica. And Jeffo was built to take Jeffy's place during detention, so Jeffy could just stay home and play Five Nights at Freddy's. But during detention, Bully Bill accidentally activates kill mode while hitting Jeffo. And right when he kills Bully, he then goes after Cody, Junior, and Mario, attempting to kill all of them. But then Jeffo's rampage finally comes to an end when Cody's robot Kodo comes back for revenge and kills Jeffo.
No, I am your father.
The next character is one of the most hated in the SML universe, Dewey Done Did It. He's a one-time character that appeared in SML movie Jeffy's TV show, where Dewey Done Did It saw a video of Jeffy and Mario posted to YouTube and then showed up to their house. He thought they were talented, so he gave them a contract for their own reality TV show. And after they signed the contract, Dewey just starts slowly kicking them off their own show, replacing every single one of them until they were all just completely removed. And then he ended up just ripping up the contract and leaving. Rabbid is also a one-time character that appears in SML movie Bowser Jr.'s pet, and the Rabbid is from the franchise The Rabbids, which was a pet gifted to Jr. from Bowser. But after they let Rabbit outside the cage, it starts going crazy and destroying the kitchen, so Bowser decides to hit it with a hammer. Later, Judy shows up working for PETA, telling the viewers that you shouldn't abuse animals, while she's petting the rabbit that is presumed to be the same one that was given to Junior.
See, no, that's still not okay. You shouldn't hit little bunnies with hammers. That's bad. Yes, you should not abuse animals. Also, if you like the video, you should hit that like button down there to help the animals or something. Yeah, that'd be good.
Next are the Jeffy Monks, who recently appeared in SML movie Jeffy and the Jeffy Monks. And the Jeffy Monks consist of Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, which are from the movie Alvin and the Chipmunks. But in this instance, they're clones of Jeffy created by Cody's cloning machine. But the Jeffy Monks were really annoying, so they ended up giving them away to David Cross and Amber Tamblyn, which are also parodies of the actors from the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. The Trend God was a character that appeared in SML movie Junior's Cup, and he creates trends that just randomly appear in the world, like fidget spinners, shutter shades, Ugg boots, Starbucks, Taylor Swift, Stanley Cups, you name it. He's the one who created a trend, and there are some trends that he created that he does regret, like Baby Shark, and oh my god, don't even get me started on Baby Shark.
A Baby Shark cup?
Yes, yeah, not real proud of that one, but you can have that. I must go now. I have other trends to create.
Floyd is another one-time character that appeared in SML movie Meeting Charlie. Floyd is blind and shows up to Braxton's house, and he asks Chef Pee-Pee and Junior if he can help him get to the Charlie and Friends meet and greet, to where Chef Pee-Pee just ends up stealing Floyd's ticket to give to Braxton. Pee-wee is a one-time character that appeared in SML movie Mario's Turtle Problem, where Pee-wee was the pet of Mario and Rosalina as he was rescued from the road when Rosalina saw it walking out of nowhere. And after Rosalina leaves, Bowser tries to marry Pee-wee. However, Mario kills Pee-wee before anything happens because he had flashbacks of all the Koopas he killed in the Mario games. And when Rosalina came back, he had Black Yoshi dress up as Pee-wee to fool Rosalina. Mark is another one-time character that appeared in SML movie The Life of Brooklyn Guy. And Mark was making fun of Brooklyn Guy in this episode because he did the surgery on the patient himself when Brooklyn Guy was supposed to be the one to do it. But then he gets punched in the face and spat on by Brooklyn Guy due to how rude he was.
Well, my wife's hot too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she's smoking hot. She's real hot. Whenever I come home, she's naked. She's naked all the time. I don't even think she owns clothes.
Well, maybe I should pay her a visit.
Next is Mr. His Friend from School, who is the father of Joseph. He was only mentioned until his physical appearance in SML movie Joseph's House, where he appears as Dry Bones and could turn into a Boo Ghost.
What's wrong, Dad? Tell me!
And we can assume that this was just his dead form, and that he looked identical to Joseph when he was alive since they were both Koopa Troopas. But after his appearance in this house, he was never seen again. And one of the reasons for this could be since he's dead, he only appeared to scare Joseph and his friends, haunting Joseph's house. And since Joseph's house burnt down in SML movie Joseph Moves In, it's possible that the fire freed him from his house and he could actually be haunting more people. Or it could just be that this was Joseph's dad's dead form, and the character really wasn't his dad, but just a ghost from the Nintendo universe. Two more one-time characters that are also related to Joseph are his grandparents, Leviticus Seymour Pinkins and Eleanor Saggy Bags Pinkins. They both made their debut and final appearances in SML movie Joseph's Grandparents, where they seem to only show up as a joke, because in the beginning of the video, it showed Junior and Cody pranking Joseph, acting on the phone as Joseph's rich, long-lost grandparents. grandparents. And after Joseph comes over to Junior's house to see his supposed grandparents, Junior makes up the worst lie I've ever heard and makes up an excuse that the neighbors killed them. But even though Junior lied about Joseph's grandparents, they still later appear at Junior's door wanting to spend their money before they pass.
Hello?
Hey there, is Joseph here?
Who are you?
My name is Leviticus Seymour Pankins.
And I'm Eleanor Saggybags Pankins.
What the hell, they're real?
Who are these clowns?
We're your grandparents.
However, at the end of the video, they end up coincidentally dying in the same way that Junior said while lying to Joseph. But after this, they were never seen again, and probably actually died. The next character that also only made one appearance is Stephen Hawking, who's a character based off the real-life physicist that appeared in SML movie Smart Jeffy. In this video, he competed against characters like Cody, Jackie Chu, and Smart Jeffy in the International Smartest Person competition, and the winner of this competition would get $1 million. And although Stephen Hawking is pretty smart, he ended up losing the competition after his text-to-speech device was bugged. He repeatedly said words until Brooklyn Guy appeared and took him backstage to this so-called shop.
Alright, Mr. Hawking, let's get you to the shop.
Get him out of here!
But the reason he may have only made one appearance was because of him passing away on March 14th, 2018. Since Logan was also sad when he heard he passed away, as seen in his reaction to Smart Jeffy, it could have made Logan make the decision not to include Stephen Hawking in further videos, because he passed away, making him a one-time character. The next character to also only make one appearance is Gary, who's the father of Cody, or at least supposedly is his dad. He made his debut and final appearance in SML movie Cody's Real Dad. When Junior opens the door for the pizza they ordered, he notices that the pizza guy looks kinda familiar, which causes Junior to think that he's related to Cody. And Junior throughout this episode tries multiple times to get them to meet, but none of his attempts work. But finally, when Cody and Gary end up meeting, they both don't question or think that they're related. But later in the episode, Judy reveals that he is indeed Cody's real father, which then gets Tyrone so mad that they fight. Tyrone knocks out Gary, causing Gary to lose his memory of him even having a kid in the first place. And the reason for him only having one appearance could be to him moving back up north after losing his job for failing to deliver a pizza in his company's required time of 30 seconds, which is absolutely ridiculous, because there's no way that he could consistently deliver that fast every single time and not kill somebody by running red lights or doing some crazy stuff. The next characters to only make one appearance is the South Pole Santa and Poopy Claus, who both appeared in SML movie The South Pole Santa. While Junior's trying to sleep, he hears a noise coming from downstairs who he thinks is Santa, but it actually turns out to be the South Pole Santa, who was attempting to sneakily steal Junior's presents.
Look, I'll come and pick you up after I get done robbing this house, alright? Dang, alright.
Junior, I don't think that's Santa Claus.
What do you mean?
Because he just got a phone call from Durrell.
Maybe that's one of his elves.
Well, but he said he was gonna rob this house real quick.
Well, maybe that means he's almost done delivering the presents.
Anyways, after this interesting interaction, Junior is unfortunately left with no presents. But thankfully, when all hope is lost, Poopy Claus comes to save the day and gives Junior all of the presents that he's been wanting for Christmas.
Santa Claus?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Poopy Claus!
That's me.
You saved Christmas, you brought me back my presents!
Well, that's what I do.
Thank you, Poopy Claus!
Oh, you're welcome.
And the reason that this could have been both of their first and only appearances is because they both broke into Junior's house. And since it's possible that Poopy also wasn't Santa and was just a really nice guy, this means that they could both be in prison right now for breaking and entering. The next characters are Fake Mario and Fake Luigi. And the reason they're called Fake Mario and Fake Luigi is because when they both appeared in the Bowser Juice infomercial, instead of the normal plushies we know, they appeared as plushies that look nothing like the Mario and Luigi we usually see. In the same video, they both die at the hands of Bowser while he's promoting his drink Bowser Juice.
It's me, Mario! Come on! It's me, Luigi! Oh no, my brother!
Buy Bowser Juice today!
However, because it's a commercial, I'm guessing that these were probably actors in costumes, instead of Mario and Luigi from a different dimension, and so Bowser probably didn't actually kill them. The next character is the Plot Hole Goblin, and he appears in SML movie Jeffy's Yes or No coin, and he controls the video's plot holes and prevents it from ending the video too early. In this video, he appears when there's a plot hole and tells Marvin to do everything the coin tells him to do for 20 questions, and if he doesn't, he and his loved ones will die. However, they find a loophole and ask the coin if they can stop asking the coin questions without being cursed, and the coin says yes, causing the Plot Hole Goblin to leave forever. But he does say that he will be back whenever a video has a plot hole, which has to be the biggest lie ever. There has been a lot of plot holes in videos, and he just didn't show up. So I wonder if he'll ever be back again. He was kind of funny. Not in like he was actually funny, but it was kind of just like funny to see how weird it made the video. The next one-time character is Rufus, who appeared in SML movie Black Yoshi's Birthday, and he's supposedly Black Yoshi's cousin.
That's not my driver's license. That's my twin cousin Rufus's.
You do not have a twin cousin named Rufus.
Yes, I do. Hey, Rufus, get in here, fo. Yeah, what's up, Black Yoshi? What's up, Rufus? Here go Rufus, guys.
So yeah, it turns out that Black Yoshi actually has a cousin named Rufus. I'm not gonna lie, every time he's mentioned this before, I just thought he was lying, but no, I guess not. I think the people he talks about in his stories are actually real, which is kind of funny. But assuming that Rufus acts exactly like Black Yoshi, he might have appeared for him 1 or 2 times in these videos. We have no idea. But speaking of twins, there was another twin one-time character in SML movie Jeffy's Tantrum, the most controversial SML movie of all time. So I'm just gonna stick with the safe part of the plot where Jeffy goes up to Mario and asks for his credit card, wanting to buy a $3 SpongeBob game. Actually, sorry, $2.99, but Mario refuses because he already bought Jeffy a game not so long ago, which caused Jeffy to crash out. But after Jeffy leaves the house saying he's gonna run away from home, the doorbell rings, so Mario goes to check it out. And then we see Jeffy wearing glasses and a mustache disguise trying to trick Mario to buy him the game. But Mario obviously knows it's Jeffy trying to act like an app salesman, but then the real Jeffy shows up behind him, revealing that this isn't the real Jeffy, but is actually a different person who looks just like Jeffy with the same voice, same clothes, same everything, but is actually an app salesman. This all happened the very same day that Jeffy wanted the app. I think you have better odds of winning the lottery 14 times in a row, assuming this wasn't planned. However, this was never explained in the video, making Jeffy the app salesman a one-time character. The next one-time character is Sheila. In SML movie The Koopa Kids, while Bowser is watching Charlie and Friends, someone calls saying that this is Sheila Pankins, which makes Bowser mad because apparently he has a restraining order against her. And when Sheila asks for Bowser to pay child support, saying that she has more kids and needs thousands of dollars, Bowser obviously gets mad. At first, she comes over begging for child support money, and at first, Bowser says no, but eventually they end up getting in an argument trying to prove that the Koopa Kids are actually Bowser's, and then she ends up stealing a check and driving off. And because Logan never made a part 2 to this video in the old house, Sheila never appeared again. Next is Joseph's imaginary family, which includes 6 members who are all one-time characters. Bobber is the dad, Karen is the mom, there's the little crybaby Jacob, there's Stacy, the super hot stepsister, and then Joseph's paper grandparents, Drew and Babs. The reason these characters all exist is because in SML movie Joseph's imaginary family, Joseph was lonely and obviously didn't have a family, so Junior made all these people up trying to make him not lonely anymore. And I mean, I don't really think any of these characters will ever come back. I mean, like, why would they do that? That doesn't really make any sense. But another character who only made one appearance in SML is Shark Puppet, whose one and only appearance is in SML movie Jeffy's Pet Shark. And as the video's name implies, Jeffy tries to keep him as his pet. However, apparently it's illegal to catch sharks, so Jeffy has to release him into the ocean, where he ends up getting swallowed by a bigger shark who's also a one-time character.
Go back with your family and be good. I love you or not. Bye.
Puppet Ken is a character that only appeared in SML movie Spoken, where Junior and Joseph bully Ken for being a doll, like they typically do, but Cody wants to prove them wrong, so he goes home and creates a puppet version of Ken. And when Cody comes back showing them the puppet, Junior suspects that this is just Cody controlling it, so Cody goes back home crying again when he goes to sleep. But before he goes to bed, he wishes that Ken could be a real boy, and surprisingly, this actually worked. And now that Puppet Ken is alive, it wants to get revenge and instantly goes over to Junior and Joseph to watch him sleep. After casually killing Joseph and almost killing Junior, Cody decides he would rather have his friends than a doll and decides to burn it alive, killing it forever and making it a one-time character. Next is Chaz and Junior Jr., who were introduced in SML movie Chef Pee-Pee's Kids, because Cody made a baby machine. So who else to try it on than Chef Pee-Pee? Right? So they go into the kitchen, steal his DNA, and then create these abominations. Throughout the video, they take care of these kids, or at least try to. And at the end, Child Protective Services come and take the kids away from them. And now, I'm guessing that these kids are either in a foster home or living with a new family somewhere that's probably treating them a lot better and not giving them plastic food. But what about the giant green bean who appeared in SML movie Jeffy and the Beanstalk, when Jeffy climbs all the way up to the magical bean?
Is anybody here?
3, 5, 4, 5. I am the green bean giant.
What?
The green bean giant sees that Jeffy doesn't like green beans, and then uses his magical powers to turn Jeffy into a giant green bean himself. And the only way that he can turn back to normal is by committing cannibalism and eating the green beans. That's honestly pretty screwed up. But after this, the green bean giant has never appeared again. Next is Mobot, whose one appearance was in SML movie Jeffy Learns Manners. And it turns out that Mobot isn't actually a real robot, but instead is Brooklyn Guy in a costume trying to scam Mario by paying a ridiculous amount of money to teach Jeffy manners. Which I gotta say is pretty funny, but Brooklyn Guy has never tried this scam again. And we've never actually seen Mobot in a robot form, if it even is a real robot and not just a costume. I'm not really sure, but Mobot's a one-time character. But another one-time character is Mrs. Goodman, who appeared in SML movie Goodman's Wife. And in this video, she tries to falsely accuse Marvin of assaulting her after Marvin is forced to squeeze her cans. And this whole video, Marvin gets blamed for doing things that she literally told him to do. But at the end, they hold a stakeout in Marvin's house and actually catch Mrs. Goodman being a bop in the act, which results in Mr. Goodman divorcing her. And I assume that this will be her last ever appearance because she's no longer with Goodman. But what happened to Vicky, who is Jeffy's evil babysitter in SML movie Jeffy's Fairy Godparents? And throughout the episode, they did a bunch of horrible things to Jeffy, like feeding Jeffy green bean pizza, breaking his cat piano, and so much more. But by the end, Jeffy just wishes that the cops would arrest her, and they do, but she didn't do any crimes, so I'd guess that she's still out there being a bad babysitter to other kids. Cosmo and Wanda also had a very similar fate to Vicky, also only appearing in SML movie Jeffy's Fairy Godparents, as Jeffy's Fairy Godparents. When they spawn in from the Magic 8 Ball, they give Jeffy one rule: no one else can know about their existence, and if someone finds out, they will disappear. And when Marvin and Rose come back from a dinner date, Jeffy tells them and they disappear, meaning that Jeffy technically killed them, I think. But what about EDP-445? No, not the actual EDP-445, Puppet EDP-445, who appears in SML movie Jeffy Catches a Predator. And in this video, they recreate the infamous cupcake incident that happened in real life. But I assume that they just used EDP as a joke, and he won't actually appear in any more videos. But if you want to see how EDP, the actual EDP, almost became an SML cast member, click on this video right here. I'm sure you'll love it.